The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Ready. Ready.
Throwing first play is Ritter. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before
Fire out of me, dog.
That turns into a very well orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Ritter back to throw. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. The Falcons at 2-8 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So you know they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that.
Completes it to Dixon. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
That one complete, Elliott. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go, and sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been flawless so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Robinson will try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Gywu gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. So 3 points on the board, as easy field goal that you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. The slot man in motion right. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So a win here in Atlanta would give them the season sweep. Second and 5. They run. It's Tucker. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. It's now a 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Pierce. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
On 1st and 10, Pierce. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Looking to throw. Pierce got his tight end. That's complete. It's Connor. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Pierce being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Evakady.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Off play action. Pierce. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you figure the field goal team coming on 4th. And this one is right down the middle. And that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's Ritter. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Hey, red. Red, psychic. Hey, check mega.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Forced out to his left. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Left thing, 19. 18, Pioneer. Check smash, check smash. Hurry, hurry.
Throwing on 1st down. Pierce. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So tug on the face mask, and that's going to cost him 15 yards.
And sometimes it'll go unnoticed, but that one, pretty obvious for everyone to see.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Off the play fake. Pierce. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Ritter on 1st and 10. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Okay,
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good possession, 1st and 10.
watch out now. 50 Fury. Ready.
Robinson up the middle. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Ritter will set up to throw it. That one caught by the tight end Bates. It'll go as a gain of 4. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Oh, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Ready.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What an excellent end result for them. But let's go back to the decision, first of all, to go for it all on 4th down. A lot of pressure on the quarterback's shoulders, but they knew he could handle it. Makes the right read there, gets the ball to his receiver. They get the 1st down. It's now 1st and goal.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Ritter. This is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons have taken the lead. The CD, you know, he's got great options at wide receiver, tight end, but there he looks to the backfield, and it results in a touchdown.
I love how you laid that out. So many options. You maybe forget about some of the ones that you should be covering. And they made them pay with that one, didn't they? You forget about the guys in the backfield, they're eligible too.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Pierce. On the completion, this is Carey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. It could have been a second, but instead it's 4th down. Here's Jake Camarda now. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
Ready.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Ritter now. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Yellow.
3rd and short, Ritter. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive. And they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Slot man moves right. Right back to him on 1st down. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Now 2nd and 9. And inside give to Jones. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. And they'll send the slot in motion left. To throw on third down. Pierce. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
He finds his man complete. That's countered. He's going to be brought down there in the field of play. And the clock will run, no timeouts. They will not have the chance to bring out the field goal unit. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A touchdown the differential, a 7-point game as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Pierce. And that is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Here we go.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Okay,
So
ready?
the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Ritter from the gun. Flushed out right. He's got a man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 46 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number one, it's easy for him to get lost. And number two, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Down. Black shot. Ready.
Ritter to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So this offense moving the ball well, trying to open up a 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. But now potentially a play that could have big ramifications.
Yeah, you've driven the ball down the field. Things are looking up, but it takes just one bad decision to throw things off the rails.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Throwing to start the drive. Pierce looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And quickly they get to the line.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
On the ground, it's tough. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at the 20. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be Falcon football. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
Second down throw coming for Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last lap by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. It's taken to the 26. Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
2nd and 9.
65 catch.
Back to throw. Pierce. That's caught by Tucker. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On 3rd and 2, Pierce. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the 4th quarter.
Let's go. Mustang 19. Rig alert, rig alert.
On 1st down, Pierce. And that's going to be incomplete.
Trying to get a big strike right there and hopefully tie this game up in the late going. But the coverage was there, and this winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. His throw incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Clyde Phillips has got it, and he'll take it across midfield and down the 48-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Get it.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's counter. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Pierce. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now. Well, he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
I love the way that you described it, paved well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets home on the blitz, he's going to get all the credit, but his teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps. And that play finished off really, really well. Well conceived, well designed, and even better executed.
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken it around the 40. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And the Buccaneer offense will be set up well as they take over.
Come on, come on. 18 rattlers, 18 rattlers.
Palmer going to go in motion left. Throwing to start the drive. Pierce. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Pierce. He finds his man, complete. It's Connor. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Off the play fake. Pierce. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Connor. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge, Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
70. Check smash. Check smash.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Falcons have just about sewn up this football game. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Well, they can smell victory, partner. They can see it on the horizon, but certainly we're not done yet here. Defense still has 3 timeouts, and obviously this is a very slim lead they're holding on to.
And let's face it, the easiest way to get this done, challenge your ground game. Challenge your offensive line, your tight ends, your receivers, anyone who's going to lay down a block. Don't let there be penetration because they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and maybe bring extra people to the ball. If you can do that, make them burn their timeouts, run out the clock, life will be good. But if you really want to gamble a little bit, a quick play action, quick throw, might be able to get it done. Just make sure it's not incomplete and stop the clock.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half.
2.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Chop. 17.
Ritter going to change it up. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Well, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And taken right on the 30. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
They'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. A little less than 40 seconds remaining. Here comes 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40.
fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
19 Lions.
He's back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his head. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Back to throw. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
19 tight. 19 tight. Catch. Go street. Cut 19. Rig alert. 10 through 11.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Connor. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Hey, Brad.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Paulson and Debo. And the Falcons are going to hang on the final play. They get the turnover to seal this football game. Well, obviously, Charles, this was by no means an offensive track meet. I mean, the defenses were the story in this ball game. But, hey, they got enough points to get the job done. And at the end of the day, that's all that matters.
You're absolutely right about that, partner. In such a low-scoring game, it completely changes everything you had planned to do out there. Fortunately for them, they got just enough scoring to bring home the win. And in this type of a game, to play their defense, that became one of their biggest keys.
So for Atlanta, the win is a good one for morale, but little else as they move to 3-8. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, this loss cost them in the playoff chase as they fall back to 7-5 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.